Hey there everyone, so it's Yat Kean here from Trendground. Now in this video, we are going to talk about the Xiaomi 14T Pro in the Malaysia market. Without wasting any more time, I think we start off with the cameras for this device because I think this is one of the main highlights you are going to purchase the Xiaomi 14T Pro model. Yeah, so at the rear, it has a triple camera setup featuring a 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 50 megapixel 2.6 times optical zoom telephoto camera. And meanwhile, on the front, it has a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Now, more details about the selfie camera later on, especially for the video. So, for photography wise, I took most of the photos in the Leica Vibrant mode, and I like the color feel of the Leica Vibrant compared to the Leica Authentic, so take note on that. And Leica Vibrant definitely delivers a little bit more vibrancy, the saturation is a little bit more amp, and I kind of like that, okay? But it's to each individual preference indeed. So photos taken from the main camera, they are always amazing, be it no matter what is the lighting condition. So if you want to take bright daylight sunny shots, you don't have to worry. All the photos are sharp, the dynamic range are excellent, and even in low light situation, yeah, it still controls and maintain the noises to a certain degree that is really acceptable for you to post on your social media accounts. Meanwhile, the ultra-wide camera here did a splendid job, especially when you need to capture landscape photos or narrow, tight spaces. Does amazing job, details are looking amazing, and together with the Leica Vibrant, it amps up vividly photos taken from the ultra-wide camera. Albeit, in low light situation, it does suffer from some noises, so you do recommended to use the flash or night mode to enhance the photo quality. And then the telephoto camera, this 2.6 times optical zoom here will excel, especially for those who are taking a lot of photos at events and they are like standing slightly back. Then this telephoto zoom range is quite adequate enough. And when you really need to punch in a little bit more zoom, up to 5 times digital zoom, the photo quality actually still acceptable. They look quite detailed as well. But in 2.6 times optical zoom, yeah, that's the magic where it happens. The photo quality, details, and the dynamic range are excellent. But for low light situation, of course, you will better rely a lighting equipment or the night mode to enhance the telephoto camera shots. As for the selfie photos taken from the 32 megapixel front-facing camera of this Xiaomi 14T Pro, they are actually amazing. Very detailed, saturation is quite nice, and also the dynamic range is fantastic as well. Most of the time when you are taking shots with the selfie camera, you won't get a disappointed selfie photos. And even in low light situation, you still can use night mode to enhance the photo quality. Next up, let's talk about the videography on the Xiaomi 14T Pro. Now, definitely this camera setup here is capable of recording videos up to 8K 30 frames per second via the main camera. But for my video samples here, I only shoot videos up to 4K 30 frames per second because I think that is what most general people are going to be using. And if you really need to shoot 4K 60 frames per second, it's actually only available via the main camera and the telephoto camera. Now, for the general video recording, the Xiaomi 14T Pro definitely going to excel quite well. Now, there will be some quirkiness, so let me explain. So starting off with the main camera, it will deliver amazing 4K 30 frames per second videos. The details are very detailful for sure. They are sharp as well, and the dynamic range is awesome. But I do notice that the main camera like to lose its focus I'm not sure whether is it because of the lone review unit over here, but I do encounter this issue and I had to require to lock down the focus onto the subject. Otherwise, whenever I'm shooting, it will definitely suddenly lose its focus to somewhere else. Also, the video recorded with the ultra-wide camera on this device is also quite impressive because it's quite detailful, the dynamic range is excellent, and the colors are quite accurate as well. But in low light situation, depending on the lighting condition, yeah, you might be seeing some noises occurring in the video shots. However, one thing I was quite felt the ultra wide is missing out is the ability to record video up to 4K 60 frames per second. For the videos taken from the telephoto camera on the Xiaomi 14T Pro, they are actually quite detailed and the dynamic range are quite balanced as well. And because it's actually using a 50 megapixel sensor over here, you're still able to do some digital zooming in. But I highly recommend you to keep up to the maybe 3 to 5 times digital zoom. Last but not least, the front-facing camera is able to capture videos up to 4K 30 frames per second, and the video quality looks quite amazing as well. So if you are always going to capture a lot of 4K selfie vlogs, this device, the Xiaomi 14T Pro, is definitely something you should be considering about. One more thing about the videography features on this Xiaomi 14T Pro is the ability to shoot log video. So you can actually access it via the Pro mode, and then you can just go and select it. So once you shoot in log mode, you have to do some editing onto it, especially the colors. Once you tweak it up, it is actually quite nice. Also, Xiaomi has included the LUT for you, the Rec.709 over here, and it's much more easier for you to add in your color tweaking as well. So you actually also can put in your LUT as well. Next up, let's talk about the performance, because we do know the T series is always using a flagship chipset, and powering it, the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus chipset is truly mind-blowing for its performance for sure. Now, it's being also paired along with 12 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte internal storage. So this specification here is truly remarkable, because if you are doing a lot of productivity work or mobile gaming, it's actually able to cope up with it. And when you want to render videos in 4K format using like CapCut application, wow, the video rendering is just super fast. You don't have to wait so long. And even for mobile gaming, it's also quite excellent as well. Why? Because it's actually able to cope up with the Genshin Impact gameplay and deliver amazing frame rates as well. Consistently 60 frames per second. Yeah, that is truly amazing. But I do notice that this device tends to a little bit slightly heat up quite fast as well. Yeah, even when you are recording videos, yeah, you do have to anticipate, like if you are shooting in outdoor sunny situation, this device can do feel warm up easily. Let's talk about the design on this Xiaomi 14T Pro. For me, I kind of like it. I would say it's 3/4 flat profile, and another 1/4 is a curvature, because at the back, if you truly see, can you see, it's actually the corners of it, the back glass cover, it has some curvature onto it. But from the side chassis, the display, and the top part, the camera island as well, you do able to see it's actually a flat profile. Yeah, so basically that's how I want to say about the design of the Xiaomi 14T Pro. I like it. It feels good on the hand as well, and also the frosted side aluminium chassis here. Oh, I like it. They do feel amazing. I like it. how the finishing works as well. And also this color paint job here, the silver here, wow, I like it. Truly, truly amazing. Yeah, so, and also this device has IP68 rating, so you don't have to actually worry about taking it to the extreme weather condition. One more cool thing about the design of this Xiaomi 14T Pro is definitely you able to see the power button here. It has some grooves onto it, but I do wish they should have like added a shutter button over here with the grooves as well. And then I think a lot of people would be much more welcoming that kind of design for sure. So this is just my opinion, but nonetheless, the power button here, the new added texture grooves onto it, is a much pleasing one. Next up, we gotta talk about the display and the audio performance on the Xiaomi 14T Pro. Now, the display here is actually rocking a 6.67 inches AMOLED display that supports 144 Hz refresh rate. Also, it supports Dolby Vision and HDR10+. So you can actually enjoy HDR contents with the display on the Xiaomi 14T Pro. And also the peak brightness here is up to 4000 nits, which I think is pretty much bright enough for most users. I think anything above like 2000 nits of peak brightness is already quite bright, full enough for any users. That's just my general opinion. It's not a professional one, but for sure the display here is quite amazing, and also the scrolling effect is very, very smooth as well. So I like it because of the 144 Hz refresh rate. And for the stereo speakers here, yeah, the audio performance, they are actually quite amazing as well. Quite well balanced. You do have to watch out the sample video, which I will be playing a video, and check out the display and the speakers performance. Last but not least, let's talk about the battery performance on this Xiaomi 14T Pro. So it's actually equipped with a 5000 mAh battery and supports 120 watt wired fast charging, which I think is truly mind-blowing with its 120 watt fast charging capability. And the battery life here is definitely able to last you throughout the day, but do anticipate that if you are going to be a heavy user, maybe you shoot a lot of 4K videos in the 60 frames per second, perhaps, I do not know. Or maybe you are doing a live stream with the 4K 30 frames per second for a long period of time. Yeah, you do have to anticipate the battery life might be a little bit quicker to use up. So it's actually depending on your usage. For general normal usage, I would have to say it will able to last you through the late evening for sure. Okay, I think we have reached to the final point of this review video. It's time for me to give my final verdict on this Xiaomi 14T Pro. So for the Malaysian market, this guy will be price starts from 2,599 ringgit Malaysia for the 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage. If you want the 12 gigabytes of RAM with 512 gigabytes of internal storage, that will cost you 2,999 ringgit Malaysia. But you really need that 12 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of internal storage, that will cost you 3,499 ringgit Malaysia. Also, you can get it in 3 colors: Titan Black, Titan Blue, and also Titan Grey, which you able to see here is quite silverish, to be honest. Not bad, right? Yeah, so I think a lot of people will be getting the silver or perhaps the blue color, apart from the usual color, the black one. Overall, I have to say the Xiaomi 14T Pro here has some amazing camera setup, paired along with amazing performances as well, and also some of the best display that is actually offering right now with that 144 Hz refresh rate. And don't forget about that, you have a dual stereo speakers here as well, which delivers amazing immersiveness when you want to use this device for entertainment on the go. And also not to forget, it's being paired along with a large 5000 milliamp battery and supports 120 watt wired fast charging. I think it's a really good device, and the price point here is actually going to sway a lot of users to get this device comparing with the competition that is being offered right now for sure. But there is also some quirkiness for sure that the Xiaomi 14T Pro has actually developed. For me, I think the major downside for me is definitely the main camera. When it's recording video, it might be losing some focus, especially when you are doing like a close-up subject video content. I have encountered it. I do feel a little bit dislike about it. And secondly, I felt the device can be also quickly get heat up as well. So if you are going to shoot a lot of videos or photos in hot sunny weather conditions, then you will anticipate this device will get warm quite quick as well. So what is my recommendation? Outright buy it, keep it in your buying list, or forget about it. I'll say go ahead and buy it if you are looking for a device to change right now. It's a worthy upgrade, but I don't think it's worthy enough. If you are using the predecessor model, I don't think it's actually worthy enough to go and just outright buy it. But for those who have been holding on like several years ago, like you don't want to change, but you feel like you want to change your smartphone right now, yes, this is it. This is the device to go ahead. And who is it actually for? I would say it's more for those camera enthusiast person, content creation. Yeah, if you are someone that create a lot of content, this device is definitely the one you should be considering about it. And also for the mobile gamers. And what about the ratings? I'll give it a solid 8.9 out of 10. So the Xiaomi 14T Pro here definitely delivers the features at an attractive price point. It's hard to ignore about that. And I think most users, once they have purchased this device, I think they are going to be really comfortable using it for a long period of time. And also not to forget that this device actually has some AI features, which I didn't even actually mention in this video because I don't think it's worthy enough to like keep mentioning all the AI features that's available on this device. Okay, I think you can watch other content creators which highlights the AI features of this Xiaomi 14T Pro. But nonetheless, truly amazing device, and yeah, got my recommendation. Go outright, go and buy it for sure. And that's all for my review video. Special shout out thanks to Xiaomi Malaysia for providing the loan review unit for review purposes. However, there's no cash compensation. Therefore, in this video, whatever I'm saying here is based on my more than 2 weeks of experiencing the device, and there's no creative input, no final approval is needed. Yeah, so hopefully you are aware about that, and you do like the review video content here, you want to support the channel, please go ahead, subscribe the YouTube channel, follow us on the social media account. Hey, if you want to donate to me, let me know. I'll open up a link for you to maybe do some donation in order to help me to keep expanding the Trendground channel. Okay, so with that, I think I'm gonna end the video. Once again, Yat Kean here from Trendground. I think the video has been too long. I'm gonna bow to you guys that has watched until to the end, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, bye.